I call it the wheel.
I don't think so. What does it do?
It rolls.
Yeah, so does a bagel, okay? A bagel you can eat. One of the worst ideas I've ever heard.
Brother David, behold, the fork. I got 10 forks right here, baby.
Am I right?
My lord?
What is it?
A toilet, my lord.
A toilet? You expect this court to do its business inside? We're not animals. We go outside like humans.
It's coffee. It's new.
Oh, it's awful.
You don't like it?
I'm all jittery and feel like I got a big job coming on.
Hancock, you sign first.
No king! Gentlemen, have you taken leave of your senses?
The people shall have the right to vote.
Even the stupid ones?
Yes.
Stupid people vote?
Yes.
Edison, can I be honest with you? It stinks. Does your wife know what's going on here?
She knows I go to work.
You're wasting your time, and it's sad. You might as well put the dishes in the shower.
Hey, Catherine, what's cooking? We're putting a man on the moon.
Are you out of your mind? I can't even get tuna without celery. Nobody's going to the moon, ever.
Why not?
It's too far. It's far. It's really far. It's far.
我々の未来はポータブルミュージックです。
バカかバカかわかるだろうわかるだろうわかるだろう出て行けみんないるのか怖いんだああまた2回言っても言えるぞまたどこバッタンシー
Like I was saying, it's FTX. It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I'm never wrong about this stuff. Never. Franklin! Hey, I left my cane in there. What? What do you mean? Hey, that's an expensive cane!
Oh, those FTX commercials. Safe and easy. Safe. Yes. I shouldn't laugh. There are those that lost money in FTX. And we'll talk a little bit about Sam Bankman-Fried, just kind of wrap that up if you've been living under a rock for the past day and a half. And then we're going to get into Dogecoin and what these Dogecoin predictions are for the future of Dogecoin. So, how's everybody doing tonight? It's a late night on Friday where I have my streams. And yeah, a little subdued here on a Friday night. And you'll notice this big purple bar right across here. This big purple bar. If you've been watching me for the past week, you know that I'd identified this area of Dogecoin trading where the liquidity was and where most of the trading is going to happen. And that's what we've got. That's why the purple box is so big here, because this is where all the trading has been happening. But what do we have tonight? We've got Dogecoin trying to get out of this box right here. Finally. So we'll be watching that as well during the stream. How's everybody doing? Mars, welcome. Doge. David, what's up? Luis, let's try to get to 50 cents first. That's good. 50 cents tomorrow. Not in this century. You don't know. You don't know. Nice pump for the stream. You behind this? I wish I was buying right now. My last purchase was 5.88 cents. That was my last. Sueka, welcome. 3020. Hey, Kins, how are you? Welcome. What do we got going on? We got Doge trying to get back to 7 cents. That's our target right now. And we will get there. Bulldozer, welcome. Hi. Hi, hi. So let's start with good old Sam Bankman-Fried, found guilty all 7 counts of wire fraud and all of that other stuff. Yeah, we kind of knew it, right? We kind of knew it. So the question is, sentencing not until March. Do they appeal it? And all of that. Ooh, kind of a mess. But yes, SEC filed a summary judgment in the Dogecoin and Terraform Labs case. According to the SEC, Dogecoin and Terraform were involved in misleading marketing. So is Dogecoin next? Well, the New York District Attorney was hinting when he made his announcement the other night, not only about the guilty verdict for Sam, but going after others. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying is, okay, SBF has handed a guilty verdict on all 7 counts pertaining to fraud and money laundering. And many think that it's going to go after Dogecoin next. So of course, we'll see how that all plays out. Of course, things are going to be kind of quiet on the SBF front now after we've just been inundated for 2 weeks with all of the trial stuff. So we can now get back onto business, right? Let's get back onto business. Well, we had the Uniswap founder thinking that SBF's guilty verdict is the right outcome. So why not celebrate? And he's got a good point here. It's like, and this is Hayden Adams, founder of Uniswap. And he says that, well, the few winners in this case are the lawyers involved, right? The lawyers always win. That's the case. But he also says, look, there's a lot of people who lost a lot of money in this. And so we shouldn't be celebrating. There's a person who's going to go to jail. We don't know for how long, up to 115 years. Probably not going to be that, right? Probably something in the middle. Say 50 years, can get off in 30 with good behavior, parole, something like that. But yeah. Are the people going to get their money back? That's the question. And if so, how much? Well, FTX is on its... I mean, there are the people who've taken over the FTX company. They've got a crap ton of Solana. They just staked a huge ton of it. So they'll be making some money on that, bringing money back in, which is good. That will help people, but it's going to be a long time. It's going to be a long time till they start paying out, I think. Rumors that they may want to restart the FTX exchange and start making money with an exchange. Who's going to be putting their money on FTX? I don't know. So all of that, I just wanted to mention tonight, since I haven't been live since before the guilty verdict was handed out. And so that's my take on that. If anyone wants to talk about that later, we can talk about that later. Well, we want to talk about Dogecoin. Well, we had Bitcoin hitting the golden cross. That's a good thing. And Ethereum and Dogecoin's bellwether indicator. What have they been hitting up against? Well, so on Dogecoin, okay, so here's Dogecoin in its purple box, right? And trying to break out of the purple box right here. So that's looking good. Let's go back to the 2-hour chart and we'll see that this is generally where Dogecoin has been trading. But look at Bitcoin, where it's been trading. It's just been level since, this is 23 October. So this is 2 weeks of trading of Bitcoin, just sideways. Broke over 35,000 once here and now is back below, but that sideways trading there, very, very similar to Ethereum as well, with its sideways trading between 1760 and 1860 right here. If I can move that up to 1860. And yeah, so that's where ETH is in this sort of $100 channel right here, just going sideways. But if we go to the daily chart and let's go to Doge, we have Doge right now, and this is what they're talking about. This is this white line here is the 200-day moving average, and Dogecoin an hour ago was below it, and it's just moved above it right there. So that's what they're talking about. That's the indicator. Doge goes above that 200-day moving average finally, and can now start moving up, trying to get to 7 cents. This white line here, this was my prediction from Monday, where I thought we would be seeing Doge already up above 7 cents, would come back test it, and then move up forward. And that hasn't happened yet. But it looks like it's moving around to do that right here. So this is what we're watching right now. This is on the short term. We'll see how the weekend goes with trading, but that's what we're looking at right now. If everyone can please hit the like button, certainly appreciate that. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please too, hit that subscribe button too. Appreciate that. And on this channel, we also have our Kriss DCA portfolio. Let me update the number here, see what we've got. $11,200 now. So I put in $10,000, and this is real money that was here. If you've been watching me for the past couple months, you've seen me even on some of the lives. We actually bought Dogecoin and some other cryptos during the live streams to show you this was real money going into this. This isn't like George's and Cryptos R Us, where it's just a play account. He's proving a point. DCA over a long time, right? Will pay out. But his isn't real money. Mine is. And not only do I believe DCA works, but I'm going to pay you guys profits from this account when we sell, because this is real money here. So we're already up 12% in this account, up $1,200. Again, real money, right? We've got Dogecoin, 46% of the account. Bitcoin is 11%. ETH is 7%. XRP, Litecoin, Algorand, Render, and a few others. This is our account. And we were in the red for a little bit in August and September. And about mid-October, we broke out into the green, and now we are in profit. So that last bit of Dogecoin that I bought for this account was at 5.88 cents. Remember that? So we will see, and we will be watching this account and as it continues to go up in value. Now, that's not going to stop me from occasionally buying more cryptocurrency for myself, but this account all filled up. This was my DCA, and we will see what kind of profits this ends up with in the real bull market. And we're not quite there yet, but we're going to talk about the bull market and what that can do to the price of Dogecoin if something happens. Something that's already happened could happen again. I'm not talking about something that is like just a crazy idea. Yeah, some of you might think it's crazy, but it has happened before. Could it happen again? So that's what we're talking about there with going into the weekend here. Ethereum, we can talk about Ethereum if you guys want to, but you're not here for that. You're here for Doge. Doge. Let's see. Yeah, it's right here. Crypto Trader updates Dogecoin and Solana outlook. Yeah, Solana. I thought Solana was done, and here we have Solana taken off again. Let's go into the 15-minute chart again, and Solana is moving back up. So I thought Solana was going to be done. If we look at the 2-hour chart, Solana made this big move up to $44, and I thought it was going to really drop down. My target was 34, and it didn't. It came back, hit 38. Now it's moving back up. I don't know who is buying all this Solana? I don't know, because I think FTX has a bunch of other Solana that they're going to be dumping. They just moved a bunch onto another exchange along with a bunch of other tokens that are probably going to be sold. So mass selling of tokens, when that happens, this is going to go back down, I think. But we'll see. We'll see how that works out. But what are they saying about Doge? And so Dogecoin has been in this downward trend, but has actually, in terms of this is wrecked capital. Just there was a little fake breakout of his downward trend that he has, and now he's got back into it. So he's rather bearish right now for the continuation of Doge. But others are saying, I think it's this one, Dogecoin primed for breakout, 3 targets to put price above 10 cents. So this is our first prediction, Dogecoin 10 cents, right? Dogecoin 10 cents. And that's this right here. So we were in a downward trend and we broke out of it, and now we're in an upward trend, and here's the next move up. So let's look at what this looks like. We go to the daily chart, and this is what we've got. On my chart, it's a wedge. It was a wedge that looked like something was going to happen by the end of October. And then when what we had was here, October 21st, 22nd, Dogecoin broke out of that wedge, moved up, and now, I mean, some might call this a flag. Might see this right now as being this flag up here, right? So we could have that as a flag, or it could be the beginning of an upwards channel. And that's what they were looking at, is this upwards channel here. And if that is indeed an upwards channel and Doge is going to keep traveling up, that next target there is 10 cents. So got a ways to go to get up here to 10 cents. That would be moving up to 10. That's a big move. That's a big move. But we'll see. So that's the first. Then we've got Dogecoin, a 2,200% breakout. Analyst reveals why you should buy Doge now. And I know some of you still buying Doge. I know Mars just picked some up on that last dip. So what are they saying here? So this is Ali, and we were looking at Ali Martinez. And Ali predicts over the next is that right? Wait, did I get ahead of myself? I thought there was another one. I had a 14-cent one lined up. Might be out of order here. That's the Doge EMA. That's the rally to 10 cents. Oh, I must have missed that one, because that's all Solana and stuff. Well, maybe we'll run into it as we go forward. Be a little ahead of ourselves. But let's look at this one. This was the Ali one, and we looked at this on the stream earlier in the week. This has Dogecoin moving up to 38 cents by May of 2024, then up to 78 cents near June, and then moving on up over $1 and hitting a high of $1.27 sometime in mid-2024. That is the fractal that we had back in April of 2021, and it's based on this breakout of that wedge. So I showed the wedge. This is the beginning of the breakout. And so if this is the beginning of the breakout right here, this is what Ali is saying we could see. Would be one more dip, probably in January, and then Doge takes off. What do we think is going to cause Doge to take off? We've got, if you saw my video yesterday, an update on the Doge 1 mission right now scheduled for early January 2024. It's not November 16th. It's not December. It's January. If you want to see where I got that information, you can watch my video from yesterday, because I had it in there as a little nugget there. It's an update from 2 weeks ago when I had my whole Doge 1 mission update video. So early January right now for Doge 1 mission. So it's not happening in 2023, which means my 12-cent Dogecoin price prediction that I made the 1st of January of 2023 doesn't look like it's going to come true now. And again, when I made that prediction, everyone was saying, oh, Kriss, it's going to be much higher than that. And I'm like, that's what it's going to be if we have Doge 1 mission. Yeah. No Doge 1 mission, so we're not going to make 12 cents. That's, unless something crazy happens between now and the end of the year, like a Bitcoin spot ETF on numerous occasions and Bitcoin goes up to 60K, something crazy, the Doge is probably going to go up in price too. And then I might hit 12 cents. But there's no individual Dogecoin catalyst right now that I foresee in 2023. So Doge is just going to follow the market. Sometimes a little bit higher, sometimes a little bit lower. So that's according to the alley chart. So we had that one. Dogecoin price prediction. Crypto analyst sees 27,500% bullish resurgence to $14. Here's the next one, $14. So, which is this one? This is in a surprising turn of events that seem completely contrary to the current market trend of Dogecoin, a crypto analyst has predicted a 24,000% surge. And this is the chart. And this is what he's looking at. He's looking at the trading of Dogecoin in an algorithmic chart. Algorithmic chart. And what is an algorithmic chart? That means that instead of looking at straight dollar values, you change the chart to be on a percentage basis. So we go back to our Dogecoin chart and we say, instead of this based on dollars and cents, we right click and we go to logarithmic right here on the trading view chart. And we go to a logarithmic, which really doesn't do much at that scale. However, if we zoom it back, and I'll get to that fib chart in a minute. If we look back, we can see that on a percentage scale, Dogecoin's doing all right. Dogecoin's doing all right on a percentage scale. It doesn't look as bad as it does on just looking at straight sort of a fiat look. So with Dogecoin trading on a percentage basis, what is he saying? He's saying he's got an upward trend line, an A, B, C, D, and we're at the D point now. So he's got his A stuck here right at the end of 2017. That's when Dogecoin first hit 1 cent. First passed over 1 penny, was back here in 2017. Then it dropped down and hit a low of 0019 the beginning of 2020. And then, of course, we had the early May 2021 high of 74 cents. And now we are back down at the bottom here in 2022. And from here, he sees, based on those lines, this trajectory, that this is going to move up and hit the next mark of the high based on these percentage levels, $14 Dogecoin in 2024. $14 Dogecoin. But you say, but Kriss, you said $20 Dogecoin. I know, I said $20 Dogecoin. I'll get to that in a minute. So let me zoom that. Yeah, this is the Dogecoin tether on Binance. It doesn't go back to 2018. So I can't mark that first mark over. Let's see if I can find it though. Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to find it because it doesn't go back that far. Well, we can guess that it's some line like that. Yep. And then from the bottom here to where we are now is the next one. So these are the lines that he's looking at. And I'll put these in red so they're a different color. And then he's got these arrows here, right? So this is what he's looking at. It's good to do these on the current chart. And we want to go to now, right? So we see where we are. Yeah, this line goes to there. So this is his prediction from here. It's going to hit a line somewhere around 14 bucks. Now, I don't know why he drew that horizontal line, but he did. He drew some horizontal line here. Well, that was the creation of it. It was something like that. So that was his guess. $14. That's pretty good. I would pass out if Dogecoin hits $14. That would be sweet. Can we hold on for that? Would you be selling before that? That's the key. I think there's just going to be so much selling pressure on Doge. It's going to be really hard. Even right up to $1, it's going to be hard. But that's what, so that was the first one. Now, this is the one we're talking about. This is a trader who bought Doge in 2017. He maps out a meteoric 37,500% rise to $26. $26. And I took a look at this one and I'm like, Doge to $26. Is that crazy? So I was like, well, let's look at the market cap of that, right? Even if it was just $20, right? If it was $20. We've got Dogecoin here in 9th place. Still in 9th. Still a top 10 cryptocurrency. Doing great. Despite all the FUD against Dogecoin, all people saying Dogecoin's going to zero. It's still a top 10 cryptocurrency. It's doing fine. There's 141 billion Dogecoin. At $10 a Dogecoin, that would be a $1.4 trillion market cap. 1.4 trillion. And you double that, 2.8. That would be a $20 Dogecoin. Would be $2.8 trillion. Well, right now, the total market cap for all cryptocurrency is about 1.3. But this is with Bitcoin at 34,000. There are people calling for $150,000 Bitcoin or $200,000 Bitcoin. If Bitcoin went to $200,000 at 20 million Bitcoin, that's a $4 trillion market cap. $200,000 Bitcoin 20 million Bitcoins, 4 trillion. So if Doge was at 2.8 trillion, that's still less than Bitcoin, right? So what do you think? $20 Dogecoin? If Bitcoin goes to 200,000? I'm just saying. So how does he get here? How does he get here? So this is what he did. So we just did this other guy's charting to $14, right? But this guy, he's doing a Fibonacci based on how Dogecoin traded from mid 2020 till May of 2021. And how Doge could trade again. Again, this is using a fib retracement and logarithmic. Again, this is on the logarithmic chart. And so I tried to replicate it. So here's what I just did: a swing low to swing high, all the way up to a 0.74 fib. It's just the way I did it. Now, this is the actual price of Dogecoin right here. In November of 2020, Dogecoin was at 0.00265. Yes, 0.00265. So that's less than half of a penny. You could have bought Dogecoin in November of 2020. That was just 3 years ago. You could have loaded up on Dogecoin for less than half a penny a Doge. There's a lot of people who did that, but Doge was really kind of pretty dead right there. It had already gone through its little TikTok thing in June, July, and that kind of died off. The volume of trading of Doge was like almost non-existent right then. I looked back at the charts there, and there was like no volume until Elon did his Christmas tweet about Dogecoin, and that got some volume starting, and then eventually into that was right here, and Dogecoin then moved up over a penny eventually in January. I bought in January for 2 cents. That's where I loaded up on Dogecoin, my first stash of Dogecoin. But what he did, what this analyst is doing here is he's saying, okay, you look at on a percentage basis from November of 2020 to May of 2021, which was 74 cents, that is your fib. So you take that fib and then you copy it over to where we are today. Where are we today? Right? 7 cents, right? About 6.87. That's where we are today. And what is the top at that? Get that set right there. On a percentage basis, again, this Dogecoin has already traded this way in a 6-month period from November of 2020 to May of 2021. We're talking November of 2023 into May, maybe beginning of June of 2024. And what does this say up here? I know you guys can't read it. It's really small. $19.95. $19.95. That's what that says. Dogecoin's already done it. This is just doing it again, but from where we are today, as opposed to 3 years ago. $20 Dogecoin. Now, different times, going to have different challenges. There's going to be a lot of selling pressure when Dogecoin hits certain marks. 35 cents is going to be one. 75 cents is going to be another. $1. People are going to be thinking, well, Dogecoin's never going to reach $1. Or even if it does, I'm selling it like 95 cents. But if it gets over that, soon, look out. Now, I'm not generally one to say Dogecoin is going to the moon, right? You don't hear that from me. But you start looking at this, you're like, Dogecoin already did this on a percentage basis. Dogecoin already did this. If Dogecoin just does what it did before, it's $20 Dogecoin. I'm just saying. That's a potential. And of course, that only makes sense to me if Bitcoin is going on a run as well. And it'd be really hard for Dogecoin to do this on its own. $2 trillion market cap. This is like 2.8, right? Trillion market cap. And right now, all of cryptocurrency is only 1.3. So it doesn't do it alone. But again, if Bitcoin goes crazy because of these spot ETFs and like all these bigwigs, like buying a ton of these Bitcoin ETF shares, of which then the BlackRocks and the Vanguards and Fidelities have to buy all the Bitcoin to have as backup for all of the spot ETF purchases. Craziness. And those are, if you listen to George on Cryptos R Us showing all these charts, like almost every day, twice a day, he's showing all these Bitcoin projections, 150K, 200K, or even higher. Kathy Wood of Arkinvest says by 2030, Bitcoin's going to be over $1 million a Bitcoin. I know, Bulldozer, I'm just saying. I have a plaque in the house somewhere here that, because it's something I say, and I've got it on a plaque someone gave me because I overuse that. I'll have to bring that on Monday and show you guys the I'm just saying plaque that I have. But I'm just saying, it's happened already. So for those that were doubting, like, could this be possible? It could. It could act. It's done it before. It could do it again, just on a percentage basis. So, I'm giving you FOMO. All your money's already in Doge. Well, if it's already in Doge, you got it in a good place. Most of my crypto is Doge, more than anything else. And even our portfolio right here is 46% Dogecoin. Because as I've been saying, and I even X-tweeted this the other day, is from this point on going forward, Dogecoin is going to outperform Bitcoin on a percentage basis. And what we were looking at, and let me get out of this because you guys have seen this enough now. I'll go back to regular, and I will go back to a 4-hour chart. And I will normalize this. This is all the junk we have going on here. Oop, I didn't want to do that. And we go to the BTC chart, Doge BTC chart. And this was something that I showed last week. When this is the Doge BTC trading pair, of which Doge has definitely been in a decline versus Bitcoin throughout August and September and into October. By late October, when Bitcoin made its run up to 34K and Dogecoin stayed relatively flat, the Doge BTC pair dropped, and it dropped down to 19.2. And so on the stream, This was on Monday, the 23rd. I circled this and I said, this is the bottom. This is the bottom of the Doge BTC pair. And then from here, Doge is going to outperform Bitcoin. And this is what I drew, was this line. So we will see whether Dogecoin follows this line. This makes sense to me. When Bitcoin starts moving up, again, Doge is going to outperform Bitcoin. That's what I think. So, what are you going to be spending your money on? Bitcoin right now is trading at 34,711. If Bitcoin doubles in price from here, 68, 69, it'll be 69,000, right? Doubling in price. What was Bitcoin's all-time high? You remember? What was Bitcoin's all-time high? Guys, remember? Bitcoin's all-time high, 69K, right there. 69K. So Bitcoin doubles in price from here to 69K, and people are like, woohoo, Bitcoin just hit its all-time high. Dogecoin isn't even at 7 cents. Let's say it's 7 cents now, and it doubles in price. It's 14 cents. Are you happy with Dogecoin at 14 cents? Some of you might be. I've heard from some of you. I can't wait till Dogecoin gets to 12 cents so I can just sell this crap and be done with it. Okay, you can do that. But Dogecoin was just at 14 cents right here. October of 2022, when Elon bought Twitter, Dogecoin was at 14 cents. That would be double the price from where Doge is now. And if it follows exactly what Bitcoin does, Bitcoin is hitting its all-time high. But Dogecoin is only 14 cents. Look where Dogecoin was here in November of 2021 when Bitcoin was hitting its all-time high. Dogecoin was 35 cents. This yellow line here, that's what it hit, 35 cents. That's a 5x from here. What's more, a 5x or a 2x? I'm putting my money on Dogecoin, and I have. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing and what I'm looking at on the charts. We know what Doge's potential is. And when Dogecoin starts moving, the FOMO is going to kick in. And it's going to be out there. The Doge is moving. And people are going to be buying Dogecoin to get on board. Now, could that start in January when the Doge 1 mission happens? Possibly. Possibly. Crazier stuff has happened. I mean, we saw that in April of 2021. Just craziness. So all this stuff I'm charting right here, this is all short-term stuff. But the big stuff and the long-term stuff that I don't cover very often, but tonight I am because it's Friday night and I feel good. $14 Dogecoin, $20 Dogecoin. Some people say that's crazy, but the numbers don't lie. Elon is going to put a Dogecoin on the moon. The whole world will be watching, and then almost everyone will know what Dogecoin is. I hope they market the hell out of it. I hope they do. I mean, we all will on crypto Twitter, but it's got to be out there. It's got to be out there beyond the people that are already paying attention. That's what's got to happen. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm just saying apparel. I'm going to show you guys on Monday that I'm just saying plaid because I do have it. I believe when Doge hits $1, Elon will say something and push Doge to $3. I believe he will. Elon, he does have to take care of this lawsuit thing against him. That's got to get thrown out. We got to get rid of that. That's for sure. Definitely got to get rid of that. I don't know if that would keep Elon from saying what he really wants to about Doge, but when the Doge 1 mission happens, he's going to be talking about Dogecoin. If Doge hits $1, that'll be great. I think so too. Hong Kong crypto licenses. I don't know what the timing is of those. I don't know. So I thought there was already 1 or 2 that have been given out for exchanges in Hong Kong. But we'll see. Oh, and Dogecoins also says it's done it twice before. Doge USD weekly and Bittrex. Yeah, maybe. My chart doesn't go back that far. Could happen again. All on a percentage basis. Yes. I'll buy with Doge. Using Dogecoin as currency. I'm going to be talking about that tomorrow in my video. You guys are going to enjoy this video I make over the weekend. It's going to be Doge as currency and why Doge is better than Bitcoin. Today, I'm covering the price why Doge is better than Bitcoin because I believe Doge will, in the next bull market, is going to outperform Bitcoin from this point. When you've got a decision to make, you're going to buy some cryptocurrency. Are you going to buy some Bitcoin? Or are you going to buy some Dogecoin? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Doge won't break out until Bitcoin is back to 70. I don't know, Ryan. We'll see. If Bitcoin isn't at 70K in January and we've got the Doge 1 mission with SpaceX and there's a lot of FOMO about Doge and the Doge price is pumping, it's not going to matter what Bitcoin's doing. I've had FOMO for Doge for almost 4 years, bought Doge as low as 0.005 and as high as 0.30. The most I spent for Dogecoin was 24 cents. And you know when that was? I got this little bit of news. Do you remember when Doge got listed on Coinbase in June of 2021? That was after Doge had already hit its all-time high and was on its way back down. Coinbase finally lists Dogecoin after the bull run, after the big Dogecoin bull run. Coinbase missed out big time. And they knew it. So what they did was, if you remember, they had this little promotion called Trade Doge, Win Doge. So the idea was that they were going to be giving away $1 million in Dogecoin. And all you had to do to enter was buy $100 worth of Doge. So I started a Coinbase account because I didn't have Coinbase before because they didn't have any Dogecoin on it. So I wasn't going to trade on Coinbase because they didn't have Doge. So I started a Coinbase account and put in $100, bought $100 worth of Doge. I didn't win any of the free Doge, unfortunately. However, there were others who also didn't win, but they decided to sue Coinbase because in the fine print at the bottom of where you sign up for the sweepstakes, they said, well, you don't actually have to buy $100 worth of Dogecoin on our platform. You can just mail in a 3x5 card and you'll be entered into the sweepstakes. In the fine print. Of which this loser guy, David Susky, And however, he found a bunch of other people to join him. I think it was through Reddit, right? They put a class action lawsuit together and they sued Coinbase for, what was the amount? $5 million in damages on behalf of the sweepstakes participants who paid the $100 entry fee. $5 million in damages. Coinbase responded to that and said, no, this has to go to arbitration because there's arbitration agreements that all users of Coinbase sign when they open their accounts. So this has to go to arbitration. However, in the fine print of the sweepstakes, there was a term about specifying California courts as the forum for any legal disputes. So Coinbase kind of messed themselves up there, I think, by specifying California courts as opposed to going back to the arbitration. But Coinbase is saying the California courts is only if arbitration doesn't come to some resolution. If they can't get it done through arbitration, then it goes to California courts. But what they're arguing is that, well, it says California courts, we're going to court and we're going to win. So this is the part of the case that's going to the Supreme Court. It's going all the way to the top. It's been appealed and appealed, and now it's going to the Supreme Court to figure out whether this Dogecoin case is going to go to arbitration or it's going to be dealt with in the courts. So, but the point on this was I bought Dogecoin at that time in June of, let's see, this is back here, in June of 2021, and that was at about 25 cents, if I recall. So like right in there. That's the most I ever paid for Dogecoin was there. And Dogecoin actually pumped up a little bit, had dropped down to about 16, 17 cents and pumped back up to about 26 cents. But then it jumped back down. So, but that was the beginning of our long extended bear market. That's when Tesla stopped accepting Bitcoin as payment for Tesla cars. I mean, just dumped the market. A lot of bad things happening that summer of 2021. And then it got even worse in 2022 when we had the Luna crash and then Voyager and Celsius crash, and eventually the FTX crash. It's like, yeah, 2022 was bad too. We got all that behind us now. So with all that behind us, let's go, right? Let's go. We're ready. Let's go. Adam, I do most of my trading on Coinbase now. I do have a Robinhood account, and I still have a bunch of Doge in Robinhood. Robinhood has no fees, but Robinhood has a bigger spread between the bid and ask, so you don't get the best price on Robinhood unless you use limit orders. And then when you're using limit orders on Robinhood, it doesn't always fill, whether it's a buy or a sell. And I've talked about this a number of times. If you guys have questions about that, we can always talk about that in more detail. But I've covered that many times before. Coinbase just has a lot of liquidity in the Coinbase platform. You actually can see the trading much clearer than you can on Robinhood. Because on Robinhood, you don't know what other people are buying and selling for. But you can see all of that on Coinbase. So you really know what's happening with the trading. And that's why I prefer Coinbase. I have purchased crypto on Webull. I have purchased crypto on crypto.com. I don't recommend crypto.com. It has a bigger spread than Robinhood does. The only thing I have left on my crypto.com account is the Crow that I bought there, and I have it staked there, and I keep generating more Kronos, Crow tokens. And Crow could take off back up to $1 too, and it's at 6 cents. It's about where Dogecoin is now. It'll be interesting to watch how Crow performs against Dogecoin. Here's Crow at 6.6. Crow's kind of going up right now, going on a little bit of a run here. So Crow is at 6.6 cents. Doge is at 6.8 cents. So it'll be interesting to see how Crow goes, trades versus Dogecoin from this point. And Crow has already been to $1. Dogecoin's only been as high as 74 cents. So we'll see. You love the live streams? Thanks. Thanks, Adam. Did you give it a like? Everybody give a like. Appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed too. And as I haven't said it yet in this stream, if you want to be part of the Dogecoin giveaway from the Kriss Pax DCA portfolio, you just go to my Kriss Pax YouTube channel and you hit the join button there. And then you join the channel. By joining the channel, not only do you support the channel, because I'm entertaining, right? I'm entertaining. But that's what you have to have. You have to have a little check mark next to your name in order to be paid in Dogecoin from this account when we sell it at the top of the bull market. Do you know how much this account is going to be worth if Dogecoin hits $20? I did not calculate this, guys. I didn't calculate this. How much is it going to be? How much Dogecoin do we have? 75,000? 75,000 Dogecoin, right? Times $20. No way. No way. We'll all be rich, right? We'll all be rich. Well, 75,000 Doge times $10, right? Would be $750,000. You double that to $20, and it's $1.5 million just in the Dogecoin in this account. And I said I'm giving away half of it. Jeez. I'm surprised more people aren't joining the channel, actually. But that's up to you guys. I think some people are waiting to see what happens before they join. But you won't get as much Dogecoin. The longer you're a member of the channel, the more Doge you get. So, Bulldozer and Adam are on board. I'm just saying. We're having fun, though. No pressure. Yes, 50% goes to the big guy. Do you know why 50% goes to the big guy? Because I risked the $10,000 in this account. You guys didn't have to do anything. It was my 10 grand that I seeded this account with. If crypto went to zero, I'd lost that 10 grand. Crypto, obviously, not going to zero. And in fact, we're up 12% so far. But if Dogecoin went to even $14, if Doge goes to $20, I'll donate some Doge with you. We'll be sitting pretty good. I'll tell you that. I'll take $10. I'll be good at 10. Because I've got a few million Doge, so yeah. Anyway. It's all risky says the next Dogecoin rise will shock everyone. Doge, watching it become a world currency. So this is a little hint about my video tomorrow that I'm going to be making about Dogecoin as a currency and Dogecoin versus Bitcoin and why I think Doge is better than Bitcoin and not because of the price. So it's going to be a fun one. Yeah, they just put the Doge statue in Japan. I saw a picture of it that somebody posted, and I was going to bookmark it, and I didn't. And I don't know if It's All Risky had it. I'm on the It's All Risky account here. She normally posts this stuff. She might have it. She's been posting a ton of Elon stuff. This one's a fun one. It was an Elon and AOC sort of CGI AI on the faces for the Michael Jackson video. That was a fun one. Happy birthday, Kobasu. We just had that birthday. Oh, she doesn't have the bronze statue. I saw it somewhere, though. Well, don't see it there. We'll look at it. I'll bookmark it for Monday, and we'll look at the bronze statue on Monday. But I did see a photo of it. It's cute. Doge in the position. Legs crossed. Like the Doge. Like the Doge is. So I think we covered all the news there. I covered the Coinbase thing. Covered the $20, $20 Dogecoin, $14 Dogecoin, $1.27 Dogecoin that Ali had. Whatever you guys think. This one was not as good. This retracement was yeah, that was the 10-cent one. 10 cents. That's short term. Yeah, people say It's All Risky as a girl. So I've always said she, and no one's ever corrected me as I'm wrong. So yeah, I think It's All Risky as a girl. Woman. Yes. I've seen that enough times where it leads me to believe It's All Risky is female. Yes. So that's what's going on, guys. Look forward to my video over the weekend. It's going to be a fun one. And then I'll be back live on Monday, 5 o'clock, Boston time, where I am, East Coast time in the United States. Wherever you guys are, synchronize your watches for 5 o'clock, Boston time, wherever you are in the world. And we'll see where Doge is. See if we can get to 7 cents over the weekend. Looks like Doge is now kind of falling back into my purple box. Again, the purple box is just something that I really use just to very quickly see where Doge is in its pricing. And I had that on Bitcoin for a while, but on Doge, this is where Doge is. So watching that closely. Anything else moving tonight? Solana moved up a little bit. Anything else I'm watching here? IMX went on a little run. So I've got some IMX. About an hour ago, it went on a little run. But not much else moving tonight. Pretty quiet. Bitcoin dominance lagging down a little bit, 53%, 53.4%. So that's about it. All right, gang. Hey, thanks for coming. Always give a like and subscribe. Appreciate that. And I'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably,
the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.